Listen. Precious, you know the work to do. Let's go. All right, good morning and welcome to this Sports Buffet on Legota TV Radio. My name is Sidafi Matthew. So gonna love to come in the Legota on the sports. It's a lovely day to be alive, like I always say. And please manage, use the gift of life that you've got very well. Don't use it to become a nuisance. We live in a time where everybody is on the edge. And when I say on the edge, everybody is truly on the edge, especially if you live in Nigeria right now. And then the funny thing is, if you don't even live in Nigeria, and you live in the diaspora, but you are connected to Nigeria, you are still on the edge. Let me tell you why you are on the edge. Those of you who are abroad, a lot of your family members place demands on you way more than they even place on the people that are here. Meaning that no matter how you look at it, their pressure gets to you because sometimes they call you when you're at work, they call you when you're right there in front of your bosses, they call you when you're not supposed to even answer a phone call and your phone rings and it puts you under pressure. So everybody's on the edge. And please don't go off on them. It's really crazy. The cost of petroleum, the cost of living is maddening. Now, what you have to do is, try to be as polite as nice as possible. And those of you that are here in Nigeria, living in the hell that all of us are going through right now, please don't transfer your aggression on anybody. Because if it is hard for you, believe me, it is hard for the next man. And by mistake or peradventure, somebody steps on your toe, please, 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 don't fight. Because a little fight, people would kill somebody for you. And you know how this thing is, it doesn't matter, all that and that. It will stay on you for a very long time. Don't be the reason why there is violence, there's trouble, you're driving on the road. Don't curse anybody right now. Everybody's living on the edge. Last week, I got a call. I told you the story. I think I told you the story. I got a call from a friend who's become a sister. It's like, oh, there's this guy who's supplying me gas. He's just about to commit suicide right now. And the wife called me. I don't know what to do. I'm sending this number to you. Call him. So at first, that call called me at the wrong time. So at first, I was like, since when did I become the helpline for anybody who wants to commit suicide? Since when did I become the helpline for somebody who wants to commit suicide? But then again, I now realize that what if this person actually dies and I hear the story later, it will weigh on my conscience. Like you had a chance to talk to the person, even if eventually he dies, you would have done your bit. But the fact that you didn't do your bit means that you are partly responsible for their death. No longer short is I called the guy reluctantly. I'm not a superhero. I called the guy reluctantly because I didn't want to offend my newly adopted sister. And we spoke for 30 minutes. And while we were talking, I was hearing somebody banging the door. And I was like, okay, who's banging on your door? Open the door. He said, no, that's his wife and his 4 kids. I said, okay, so what's going on? He said he's locked himself in the room. He's bought 4 bottles of sniper. I thought they made sniper for mosquito, okay? But even if you use sniper, mosquito don't die in this Nigeria game. They are stronger than even the politicians that are worrying us. Now, long and short, we spoke. And eventually he told me he will not kill himself again. So that was victory. I was like Samuel L. Jackson in The Negotiator. He's like, okay, he will not kill himself again. I said, okay, go open the door. He opened the door. The wife came in. The wife was crying. The children were crying. That was very, very crazy. I was still on the phone. And it's not a video call, so it's different. I couldn't see him, but I could feel the emotion. Long and short, we went through this whole thing, and before I know, I was already speaking for like an hour, right? And I finally convinced him to make me a promise that he's going to stay for 1 more year. And the last 10 or so days, we've been talking back and forth. It's not easy. It's crazy. All of the problems that make him want to commit suicide are still there. The country is getting even worse. So it's not easy. And the other day I wanted to do a GoFundMe for him, but I'm not really good at it. So it's something that is difficult for me to say, okay, let me go do GoFundMe. I've never succeeded at it. A lot of other people have done it and done it well. I guess I told a friend of mine the other day, I said, I would have been a very poor pastor if I was a pastor because I cannot raise funds. Yeah, it's very, very hard for me to raise funds, and so I told him to keep pushing, And I was strategizing on how to get his business off and all that. And his story is very, very painful. When I get into the deep end of the story, it's very painful. But things happen to people. Things happen, even bad things happen to good people. But guys, we live in a time where you just got to be very, very careful. Don't kick somebody's keg in filling station. Don't ask unnecessary questions. Don't say things that would incite anger, that would incite very, very rude response, and then you will throw a punch. Believe me, crowd will beat you. This time, this is the time to, apply the British way of working. Put your hand in your pocket, mind your goddamn business. Jamaican musician, is it Kotiranki or so, sang this song a long time ago. Why can't you leave people business and mind your own? Leave people business and mind your own. This time, mind your business. So, Abado is not doing well. Oh. People, mind your. Well, let me mind my business. And my business, I've got two beautiful angels in the studio with me. Lovely. What's it called? She's awesome. Is looking awesome and looking like a church girl, wearing a choir dress with a sneakers. These Gen Z people, they're not gonna kill me. These Gen Z people, and this one looking like a 1968 Olympic athlete, Joy Bassi, wearing a tracksuit. Not be she not like wearing the tracksuit. You see that AC up there? Oh Lord have mercy. If you enter this studio, your body could tell you. I don't know how I survive it anyway, but I guess I'm used to it. I'm used to cold things. I used to live inside the fridge. I lived in Canada, I remember. And so it's kind of like my body's with my wife, like I'm an Eskimo. But let me get them in. Good morning, Angels. How are you doing?
Good morning. Good morning.
What's that? This your good morning comes with a lot of anger. Who offended you this morning?
Good morning, people.
There's a bit of excitement. You are not buying fuel. You're not the one paying for fuel. Why are you doing like you're the one paying for fuel? You're not paying for fuel. You're not paying for light bill. You're not buying food. The people that are talking, you're not part of it. You, awesome. Are you paying for fuel?
No.
Do you people have light at home?
Yes.
Hug your mommy and your daddy. You tell them thank you. Do you have food at home?
Yes.
You have a place to sleep on?
Yes.
Your AC is working?
Yes.
Your TV, the subscription?
Yes.
Your parents are billionaires, so if you go back home, hug your mom. Say, I said you should hug her. I say, thank you. I will find that too. Well, do you have any story for me today?
Yes. So, I'm
not going to start with you today. Yes, the other day I started with you. Let me go to 1968 Olympian. Joy Bassi, what's up? What you got for me?
Yeah, first I'll start off with a real strong story, but I think this one still needs discussion.
Okay.
This one about Killer Boy confessing to killing his girlfriend.
Damn. No, I'm not going to discuss. No, I don't discuss. Let the police people have a conversation. I don't want to have an opinion on that.
Yeah, I don't have an opinion, but seriously, of all places, Instagram. You confess to killing your girlfriend, like they had an argument, then you stabbed her mistakenly. Then it's now coming 3 years ago, then he ran away. They're now coming to confess that he killed her. Why didn't you not just go to the police? Why are you now still broadcasting it like the whole world?
See, the temptation of Gen Z. They say the older you are, the wiser you are. In this place, if I open my mouth and talk on this matter, I am the foolish person. Thank you for the news.
Yeah.
You have another news?
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, going on this turn, one of the person that was doing cryathon,
he went blind, Abby.
Yes.
Did I not tell you here that guy go blind? you were here. Yes. You were sitting there next to Emmanuel one Tuesday when you were ready. I said, this guy, now tears, now cry go blind the eye.
But for now, he's still not learning his lesson. He said he's still going to do it again.
Let him continue. He co-babs get money now, so he think if he go blind, Stevie Wonder get money, he thinks if he go blind, he would make money.
Yeah.
I wish him well.
Yeah, this one with Whiskey, the saying that makes God is a woman, so it makes good music is music for women, that God is like women are God on earth, that is music to appreciate women. Yeah, that's saying.
Have you heard a song by Shaggy? Nobody's going to sing a song about women better than that song.
Yeah.
I wonder how this world was made. I wonder if God is a woman. See, anybody who say God is a woman, the person is not wrong. By my book, so I mean, a very strong woman raised me, so I know. And if you say God is a man too, he is not wrong. Because if I read the Bible and I go by the Bible, even though I don't believe everything in it, and they say that we are created in his image and likeness, right?
Yeah.
So God is a woman. Whiskey, you're correct.
Yeah, and just coming out with like a new album recently.
Since they didn't nominate him for the Headies,
He
he wants to be on the next Headies nominations. Okay.
I don't even know that it was big boy.
My boy, keep it up.
And this one with Toby Susan.
Who the hell is Toby Susan? All this.
Toby Amusan.
Oh, my girl. I thought that would be Toby Susan. Toby Amusan, sorry.
Yeah, I'm so sorry.
She's my girl. She
After she won that ordeal that like charges against her for doping, but she said that she does not dope, that she's going to take
Toby does not dope. I'm going to.
Yeah.
I'm tired of standing with people now. But Toby is my girl. I'm going to stand. I stand with you.
Remember what you said about standing with you?
No, for Toby, I standing with Toby. I am Standard Chartered Bank. Oh. I'm tired of standing. No, stand alone. Stand at the bus stop. I'm coming. That's all you got.
Yeah.
Hey, beautiful. How are you?
I'm fine.
Why do girls like compliment like it's lollipop? When somebody gets can compliment, say, hey, beautiful, people just go start smiling, all this mushy smiling. In this era of no money, there's no compliment. So we'll go back to the olden days. This is how they call girls. Hey, when you come, hey, come. Come, I want to tell you something. And they call you, the year one. That's how they used to do it. Those who grew up in my growing up era, in my childhood era, they will tell you, they know. Where is Urupe and all those people who grew up in my area? The stamina is there. They'll tell you. We don't used to say, hey, beautiful, hi, mama. Where that one for start? Are you born me? It is, hey, where you? Yes. Come. in the West, there's a Woswobi, Wambi. So what you got for me?
Okay, so anger and frustration in the hearts of Nigerians as well skyrockets again, and dollar skyrockets as well.
€1 is not 900.
$1 is 820.
Father Lord, please, those of you in the abroad, do you have any online job that I can do that is not Yahoo, that's not 419? I just want to be earning in dollars. Please. I just want to be. See, if I'm earning in euros and dollars, this economic problem will not go affect me.
I'm like, what me and Awesome can do. So maybe it's to buy books, also can write.
Who go buy not me who don't shop, go buy book.
Please,
Awesome, please continue. This guy have bad idea. Idea don't go sell.
Okay, so the funny story, but like, I don't really support anybody, but like the hairdresser, she shaves her customer hair because she said she doesn't have money to pay.
Oh, she went to do hair.
Yes.
They finished doing the hair. She didn't bring money. So how do you go to a salon to say you want to do your hair and you didn't tell the hairdresser up front that, oh look, I beg my customer, I can't where I won't go, but I don't get money now. If you help me do the hair, this is again why I say, you see why I say people are vexing. In the then days, in the beginning, the hairdresser not go vex. But right now, in the Jonathan days, in the days of yore, or even in the Buhari days, the hairdresser not go vex. But in these Agbado days, these are the days of the prophets. Violence running in the land. Is it not the Denmark talking that's in the song? He didn't consider Nigeria. So let's good. Serve the hair maker well. Hairdresser, big up to you, nice one. Let's hear some more.
19-year-old student going to Cyprus has been arrested for carrying drugs in crayfish packages. He was attempting to export 7.2 kilograms of drugs.
No comment. Continue.
Then my last story is Amotekun arrests 2 secondary school girls for faking their abduction.
Okay, they want their parents to pay them ransom so that they can flex. In this Agbado country where there's no money, you see, to the two of you, don't try it. Your mama, I know your mother. If you fake your adoption, your mother just tell them, "Can I go? Mona Mariam. If not done, Mona send the bride price. Come give us." I trust your mom. You know your mom will do that. I don't know about your mom, Sha, but I know this girl's mother. She will do it. Nothing will happen. Say, madam, we have kidnapped Joy. Are you the mother of Joy Bass? He said, yes, I'm the one. Hey, we have kidnapped her. You have to bring 200 million. Sorry, Mariam.
At most she should go to prayer city and pray for me.
The next thing say, Mariam, but I'll be praying for you people. They should not go to prayer city.
2 days by fasting.
That's a prayer. But you, what do you think your mom would do in that kind of situation?
Pray, because where is the money? There's no money.
Our account is as dried as the sands of the desert. Oh. Hey, please, see this situation now. I want to make a public appeal, and it will be sounding funny to those of you in the diaspora. Just be doing giveaway for us. You know, during COVID, I did give away to the tune of 650K, and then John Oguna sent me some extra money to join. But now we never get to give ourselves. So those of you in the diaspora, just be kindly doing giveaway for us. It will help. Yesterday, my producer asked me, say, bros, we'll go continue to do the show. So I say, if we reach one of you by phone, I'm not going to do the show now. I'll just do Instagram live from my house. It's not a big deal. We're still online. There's no big deal about it. Because fuel, it don't reach what we call on Mona send us money for fuel and data. They bite us. I don't know what's the major need you have right now, apart from sanitary pad and what's it? Oh, you see they use lip gloss. You don't use lip gloss. You are Martin of Fire girl. You got to try those.
No, I use, but I just don't like every time putting it on. I don't like makeup like that.
I know what you do. When you are with your mom, you do your mom style, and when you go to that your francophone country, hip hop hooray! What's the thing you need money for? Data, lip gloss, and what?
And
data and lip gloss.
yes,
How would it be for you if there's no data on your phone for 1 month?
1 month.
I never ask you, calm down, be coming down.
I'll probably just cry.
Cry to who? We don't have money to shop. You want so food, data. Which one you choose?
Okay, I'll choose food.
So you study economics in school, right?
Yeah.
Opportunity cost, alternative forgone. You remember that class? Did they explain it well to you? This is the time to put it to practice. Oh. You without data, what happened? She's already crying. What's wrong with these children? She's already vibrating here.
Without data, there's no need. I'm not here again. I cannot live without data. Data or food, data. I'll leave the food. I'll eat later. I'll eat data.
Jesus Christ of Oguna Bali.
I can food though. There's no way I can live.
Me, I have food deal. I know that my business is online, but please, 2 things you shouldn't play with: my sleep and my food. Tinubu, don't touch those 2. This light thing is my children that really need it at my office. I grew up in the streets of Warri, Iyara, SSR Road, Open Street, Generator. Those places we never get light, and my parents never had generators, so it's not a big deal. It's not, forget all the travel abroad. I am a Warri boy. Leave all the abroad side. Abroad is attachment to is a tattoo to the skin. Talk about the skin first. Well, let's come to sports. The Sporting Arena is bubbling this morning. Andrew Onana has flown to Manchester, and it's going to happen. And the way Pep Guardiola described Onana is just making me laugh. Pep Guardiola said is like a defensive midfielder. Hi. And then Arsenal, not just Arsenal, don't buy their own version of Mikaelo Modric. So they were doing this cross and shoot skill in MLS All-Star Skills cross and volley challenge. 14 balls were volleyed, were crossed to Kai Havertz. He missed all of them from inside of the box, so maybe outside. 65 million going to waste. So the way we used 72 million to waste in one guy called Nicolas Sanogo Pepe. Okay, well, we'll see how it goes as we push it small. Ange Postecoglou, the manager of Tottenham Hotspur, says he wants to bring defensive recruitment as quickly as possible as he looks to strengthen his backline, with Spurs targeting moves from Bundesliga duo of Edmond Tapsoba and Micky van der Ven. Okay, let's hope that they get that one. Andre Onana was filmed arriving at the Milan airport before boarding a 9:30 p.m. flight to Birmingham to complete a £43 million move to Manchester United, with goalkeeper to have medical today. Today, that shall be with me in paradise. And we still have a whole lot of other story. Hurricanes Tottenham return ended in defeat, but there were plenty of positive in Ange Postecoglou's opening game in charge, and there's hope their star striker may stick around to be part of the revolution. You know how many revolutions we've had at Tottenham Hotspur? They still end up as a bag and a pile of shit. Okay, there was an exclusive interview that William Saliba had with the Daily Mail. He said, I want to be the best in the world. Arsenal defender William Saliba on setting his side high, studying Van Dijk, winning over Arteta and going one better than last season. Well, I don't think that Van Dijk is the standard to use to say you want to be the best in the world. I think if you want to be the best defenders in the world, you should be looking far back into the days of Franz Beckenbauer and then come forward to the days of the man they call Franco Baresi, Robert, what's it called? Nesta, Alexander Nesta, yeah. And then there's one that is transgenerational defender, the only transgenerational defender that we have, Paulo Maldini. And then you could also use Fabio Cannavaro as another example, and then you can go on and on. And in England, if you're even looking to use a defender as a role model of the best of them all, you could use Steve Bruce, Gary Pallister, but in the modern era, there's no one that does it better than that man called John Terry. There was nothing like terrible Terry. Terry was terrific all the time. It was one of the best, the consummate, the finest. I know that Emmanuel Sebastian will not be happy with me, but I don't think that Vigi Van Dijk or Night VG, whatever his useless name is a standard bar to say I want to be the best. Vigi Van Dijk does not, as far as I'm concerned, stand in the same class with Jaap Stam, Rio Ferdinand. What's that guy that was pairing with that Serbian guy that was pairing with Rio Ferdinand again? Oh God, what's his name? I'll remember his name now. But that time, Rio Ferdinand, John Terry, even so Campbell. I would even rate the Yaya Kolo Toure. Yeah, I rate Kolo Toure over Van Dijk. Van what? Come on, shift. Come on for here. Nemanja Vidic. Yes, Nemanja Vidic. That guy is so bad. It's like the Rock of Gibraltar. That guy can, Jesus Christ. Only Barcelona know how to handle people like that. Messi know how to handle people like that. That guy's standard is higher than anybody's standard. That's why you say, I am standing on the rock. Standing on the rock. Standing on the rock. Oh, Nemanja Vidic is the rock. Yeah, not to say, not disrespect to Jesus. I'm not trying to blaspheme. I'm just telling you, the rock of defense. You know, if what's it called? Ernest Okoko was here, maybe he would have called him the dean of defense, or the professor emeritus of defending. That guy defend. If you want body jamming, jama, he does it. If you want it clean take, he does it. If you want to ruffle, he does it. He's so good. Even Rio Ferdinand that doesn't get in the contact, but Rio Ferdinand is the guy who is a good game reader. like Sivikeshi. He knows how to use every other person to shine. And Virgil van Dijk is trying to be like that, but it's not there. Another defender that you should want to be like, not Virgil van Dijk, Carlos Puyol. Oh God, leader by excellence. Once you start defending like Carlos Puyol, even though that stupid boy from Argentina, what's his name? Angel Di Maria turning me to camel leg one time like that. But that's not the Virgil van Dijk is not the example. You should not small children. When I don't watch ball growing up. That's why Alex Iwobi came up the other day saying he does not know who Celestine Babayari is. When I'm slap Alex Iwobi, he go know. And no one that they can't qualify for World Cup. They can't even play well and win anything. But you don't know the people, the legend of the team that you're playing for. How can you even succeed in that team? You don't know who Celestine Babayari is. Fast slap you. I am Dada. Well, let's move on. Yes, Marcus Rashford finally put pen to paper on his £300,000 a week deal that will keep him at Manchester United until 2028 after more than a year of negotiation between club and Starmer. What took you so long to agree to sign a deal? What were you looking for? Have you finally seen it? Have you seen the thing you're looking for now that you have signed the deal? Because the clubs still look like they are not heading anywhere. They are headless chicken with no direction. Well, it's all motion, no movement for Manchester United, as far as I'm concerned. Well, let's go to another club that showed plenty of motion but zero movement last season. Chelsea, they are set now to make an improved bid for Moise Caicedo after £70 million offer was rejected straight out of the door. Like, get out of here. To the left. Everything you hold in the back, to the left. Come on, get out of this place now. Don't come and disturb our life with your useless 70 million. You don't, can't you say Arsenal? Small Arsenal can pay 105 million. Who do you think? Do you know who we are? We are Femi Fani-Kayode. Who do you know we are? You think your 70 million can bankroll us? What is wrong with you? We are Brighton and Hove Albion. We were more than that. Go and ask. Before you people started, we were fighting for this Premier League. What's wrong with you? You come and disturb us with your small PK offer. That's what not me talk about now. Brighton and Hove. Brighton Fani-Kayode. That would have been a very good football club name. Brighton Fani-Kayode FC. Well, best club in the land, winning all the titles. Well, that's Chelsea. Chelsea are not prepared to say, you know what? Let's up the offer. Let's give them something to think about. Chelsea to make an improved bid for Moise Caicedo after £70 million offer was rejected, while they are considered signing a new centre back after injury to Wesley Snipes? No, Wesley Fofana. That name looked like somebody who the parents were eating fufu when they gave birth to him. Wesley Fofana. Okay, Fufuna come. Fufuna, you know, that's the way it feels like. Okay, you know, Tiger Woods' ex-girlfriend Eric Annan dropped £23 million lawsuit claiming 15-time major winner tricked her into leaving his Florida mansion. Women. When will you people have your own money and survive on your own? Divorce is not an auction. If you don't like person, come out. What's all this one wanting to take people's money that they work hard for? Go and work your own. On one front, you people talk about being independent women, feminists, this one, that one. Again, one divorce people take their money. Someone get pregnant for Davido. Everybody wants to take a slice of Tiger Woods' money. What? The tiger in this wood, they come out. See, so in my mother's village, it's this thing I always say to people. In my mother's village, the juju when they tell they make person Chris, now 40 naira, they tell you 40 naira. 40 naira. 40 Tiger Woods, let me give you advice. 40 naira, not be dollar, 40 naira. When they Chris, then they go cut. Then some things are just pissing me off. That's how they drag Benjamin Mendy. For 2 years, he's not missed the treble, missed the league title, everything. And then they come out and say these girls were feminists. They were in the same WhatsApp group. They also Googled him to find out how much he was worth before they now lay allegation on him that he raped them. That the case has been dropped. But the case has been dropped. Did he win the treble? No. Would he ever have a chance to win a treble again? We don't know. Would he ever have a chance to continue his career again? We don't know. The only good thing that came out of the case was the fact that he ended up becoming born again. When the matter ended, he said, Alhamdulillah. Black man don't say strong thing, he didn't know God. He said, Alhamdulillah. You see, go back and watch the first Manchester City, all or nothing. That's all or nothing that they did. And look at that Benjamin Mendy. Come on, Chichi. Remember when they were doing his knee operation? go and look that guy and see the guy that came out of the court. You would realize that they are twin. They are two different people. This one is I humbly apply. I swear that the evidence I shall give in this court shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. So help me, Almighty God. Hey, Wahala, the humble person. Oh, hey, Zazu, say Wahala. It was so tough. The man came out, journalists also say, only of my vote, we cut now, and what do you have to say after all of this? He say, Alhamdulillah. I didn't know that Alhamdulillah means answer to 1,000 questions. Alhamdulillah. That's it. La ilaha illallah. Alhamdulillah. Let's just leave it there. Let's leave it there. God is in control. Can't say more with tears in his eyes. Oh, remind me of those days when we used to sing that song. Ileo. Let's not talk about it. Well, Mauricio Pochettino is hopeful that Wesley Fofana won't miss the whole season. Why are you laughing? What? Do I look like a clown to you now?
No.
So why are you laughing?
I was just listening to what you were saying. I was just laughing.
Have you heard it before?
No, but I heard that he was in court, but I didn't know what. Like,
all the girls, please, you people should be like that too.
No.
Work for your money, the money you work for. You know, someone when I was growing up, when I was younger, I used to work in a law firm. I worked in a law firm for about 6-7 years. That's a part of my life that people don't know. I've gone to court before. I've gone to court to wear wig in my head and defended a client and won the case without a law certificate. It's not a crime, it's not a crime because I was a paralegal. So don't come here and tell me that I committed a crime. It's not crime in my life. But you know, my lawyer friend, my mentor then told me one thing. He said, Matthew, don't ever date a student or a non-working girl. I did not understand what Barrister Paul Musa was saying because it didn't make sense. I didn't understand. I was young, restless, and resting. He said, these were his words, and they sank. He said, if you date a working class girl who work 30 days of the month to earn 150,000 naira, and she knows how she breaks the money down for transportation, for feeding, for rent, and the rest of them, family upkeep. If you now dash out 20K out of whatever money you have, the first thing that comes into her head is how many days would she work to earn 20K in her salary? So she would consider that that's what you have sacrificed and given to her. But you see the thing about students, they are all bloody. This is Barrister Paul Musa talking to me. They are all bloody entitled people who think that they are so fine, their face is an ATM that produces machine. And I didn't understand. But now that I'm seeing all this accusation, then it's not making sense what Barrister Paul Musa said to me, because I'm not going back to study all the girls, and I noticed that they are all slay queens. They don't get job. They don't know anything. Say footballer, fine boys, and this. Hip hop is a black boy. People would even believe the story because anything you say by a black person, he goes. And then thank God for Benjamin Mendy, who had a good team of lawyers. See investigation. Jesus. But Hollywood, they should do a movie of this Benjamin Mendy's 2 years of trial and trials. And every footballer actually looked like a potential rapist. It's a potential rapist. Like, if they tell you that a footballer raped somebody, it is almost impossible for you to say, no, they cannot say. That's how footballers, they behave. So it takes my mind back to when Mike Tyson said he didn't rape that Mumuge. That's why our acting career never took off. Because all the swear that Mike Tyson swear for her, all of them, worked against her. Yes, swear for her, where. And now I am even still swearing for her. You will suffer. For 600 years, you will suffer. You can never make it. All these girls that make Benjamin Mendy to go through this harrowing experience for 2 years, and then he came out and said, Alhamdulillah will truly make people to suffer. Yes, we thank the Lord, but you will suffer. Hey. You will catch diseases that Pfizer cannot cure. Vaccine will not cure. Yes, people will suffer. We cannot allow our brother to just suffer like that. And then the one who used to sleep with his brother's wife for 10 years, Somebody just decided, okay, you already have a bad name. Let's just destroy the name. This table, we must destroy it. For the past 4 years, Ryan Giggs, that we know as the most successful player to play in the Premier League, one woman decided, I will rubbish you. The court also said, nothing like that they happen. No. Mama Ofoma, you are lying. Ofia, you are lying. Don't lie against the man. Let the poor footballer breathe. Let the poor footballer breathe. Don't kill them. But unfortunately, in Nigeria, the man who said, let the poor breathe, is the one whose knees on our neck right now. It's choking us. That man, don't wait. God will help us. Hey guys, today's show, we're going to yes show. That be football. I want you. We're going to yes show today. I don't know anything. We'll do show. We'll go do the show together. We're not the feel they breathe to that small talk football. They don't go like that. Every woman out there that is trying to put a rape allegation. See, Nigeria police and Nigeria courts, when they left from Oyibo people, everybody just tell them and say they rape somebody now, and just slap on the boy, beat them, spoil their face. Because even with all this going to court, men they were still wearing sharp Italian coats, suits. Sorry, not because coats. Now they want to wear those upcoming pastors they wear. I take it back. All those upcoming pastors, you know when you wear coats, they do over your hand like this. That's coats. Suit, sharp Italian suit. When you how you tell no say a suit, you were like, what I wear yesterday, that's a jacket. Suit, we say your long sleeve inside, the long past the suit. You don't say, okay, that's a suit. But when the hand of your suit don't become garment, don't become select garment like overload, you know that's a coat. That's a coat. It's a coat souble. It's a coat, it's a suit, it's a blazer. Okay, let's go back to the matter on the ground. Mauricio Pochettino, I want to ask one question, and if you have an answer, put it on the comment section. Today, this show will run reach 10:30. I get time. You people should also have time. The sweat from Mauricio Pochettino. So anytime he gets a coaching job, the club will call all of a sudden get a non-proper sign, an improper transfer a season. When Mauricio Pochettino was at Tottenham Hotspur, they did everything they could to go 2 windows. First time in the history of modern football that a club will go 2 windows without a ban, but they didn't sign a player. He went to Barcelona. Barcelona, the player that coach. He went to Paris Saint-Germain. They didn't sign players that he needed. They just gave him trekking Messi. And then was he there when Messi came? I think it was there when Messi came. Like season they didn't win anything. Okay. Now he has come to Chelsea. Chelsea that spent 600 million plus for 2 of the worst coaches in the whole world. Yes, Agbaro coach. Brasali, I know they use in a village. I know so you come from Agbaro. What I am actually saying is the coaches are Agbaro. Like, you know, for what you say, the Agbaro, they say your leg better or worse. 2 of the worst coach to ever exist. Coaches where Ladaboso better pass. Coaches where Oluka Agbade with his science of football better pass. Frank Lampard and Potter. Somebody that was just there dancing to that the showcase song. When I say make it go play for BET, what's it called, Super Bowl halftime show. 13 minutes of shame. Yeah, so they gave them money. Now Mauricio Pochettino don't call Mosquito Pochettino. They cannot even give him the players I need. I don't understand. Well, this is what Mauricio Pochettino is not praying. He's not taking the matter to where this person Mama they go. Prayer City. He's gone to Prayer City and he's not praying. Agbadura. He said Mauricio Pochettino is praying and hopeful. Wesley, the Fufu man, Fofana, would miss the whole season after really sad, really bad ACL injury blow. Now, let me also say this. Nobody has had ACL injury and come back the same. Your life will never be the same again. Unfortunately, Fofana, you're a young boy, so it's sad. But look at it. Michael Owen was the shooter as a striker. He could run. He could take anybody. Go and ask all those Argentine players in 1998. But when he had the ACL injury in 2001, he became a fox in the box. From a cheater to a fox in the box. Okay. Nemaja Vidic. Sorry. Vijay van Dijk. Vijay Mick. was trying to grow from video making to carbon milk, was trying to become the mainstay of the milk industry. But he had an ACL. They even had the audacity to say he should win the Ballon d'Or. That's the day that they would have just cancelled that award anyway. Well, after the ACL, he went back to become like, should I say it? Should I say it? The Nigerian Oyibo Wall. Let me just keep it like that. Let me not mention anybody's name. He became the Nigerian Oyibo Wall that never win anything or qualify for anything. That's how you see Liverpool did not make the top four. I'm just taking you on the journey. Fofana, this ACL, when you don't get to, this is beyond doctors. So you will pray. You will buy 4,000 pack of candles, red, yellow, black, and blue. You buy goats. You will buy like 25 liters of fuel. You buy like 100 gallons of it, and then we will pray. We will help you to open road. We will pray. I know some Alaba that will pray for you, and our sister here have already dressed in the choir way, so she will sing the song. She will lead the song, the singing the song. Let's not forget that the Women's World Cup is almost upon us anyway. Well, let's go to the transfer gist. I know that's all you people want to hear. That's what everybody's here for. That's what people like to hear about. So let's look at the Wednesday transfer rumors. Everybody's asking me what's happening with Osimhen. This one, they send me message. Is there any part I told you guys that I'm his agent or I'm the one that run it? Or when he come back to Nigeria, so when I say visit me, why is everybody asking me like saying that me the manipulated transfer? Okay, let's keep our fingers crossed and let's look at things as it go. Chelsea are considering a move for 30-year-old Manchester United and England defender Harry Maguire as France defender Wesley Fofana 22 faces a lengthy spell on the sidelines after knee injury. Wait a minute, Chelsea fans, get on the comment section. Let's talk. Okay, this is Oluyemi say Virgil van Dijk is equals to Mustafi. Mustafi is, I don't know what in Guinness Book of Record, the only defender in the world to mark a referee. Mustafi, the only defender. And then he comes out and tell you like, I won the World Cup. How did he make that World Cup team? There's no way in this world they'll tell me that Yakilom did not collect money. But anyhow, he's a World Cup winner. After Randy Shirley is also a World Cup winner. Score against Brazil. But Chelsea fans, line up here. Tell me, is a Harry Calamity Slabberhead Hammerhead Maguire the guy that replaces Wesley Fofana? Please tell me, how do you go to somebody's dustbin and you want to pick something? You pick the rotten sour goat when they don't throw away. Now you pick. Okay, yeah. FC Bayern, let's talk about you people. Bayern Munich have held peace talk with Tottenham chairman Daniel Levy in their bid to sign 29-year-old England striker Harry Kane. Where does he go from here? I don't know. Newcastle United could soon complete a deal for 25-year-old Leicester and England winger Harvey Baines. So they say this is not go. Harvey Baines is not going there. Okay. His arrival could mean the departure of 26-year-old France forward Allan Saint-Maximin, who has attracted interest for Saudi Pro League. Now let me ask a question. You guys have seen Allan Saint-Maximin. Does Harvey Baines, who's a good player, I say good, not great, does he come across as a guy who can replace Allan Saint-Maximin? Because as much as I don't think that Allan Saint-Maximin is anything better than Adama Traore, but Harvey Baines, okay, it's like they want to buy bread, so they're looking for beans to mix with the bread. Al Ahly have bid 25 million euros for Newcastle's Allan Saint-Maximin, and they are willing to sell him. Liverpool are unlikely to accept the 50 million euros that Al Hilal are preparing to offer for 26-year-old Colombian forward Luis Diaz. No, I'm gonna go accept that. Luis Diaz will talk say when I go flash out cash. Hey, have you heard about that advert? Flash me cash. When I go flash out cash, it go cost problem. It go threaten to score on goal. Now go let him go. Aston Villa have made an improved bid of almost 43 million pounds for 24-year-old Bayern Leverkusen and France winger Moussa Diaby. Make on the delay and wait for Arsenal. When Arsenal don't make some sales, Arsenal come and buy. Manchester United would make a bid for Atalanta's 20-year-old. They've been making a bid. They trying their bad. Manchester United. Hey, devil don't fall for, but mash up. Finally, we now understand the meaning of that song. Man United, you are in the gutter. Okay, for 20-year-old Denmark striker Rasmus Højlund, if Atlanta do not reduce their 70 million euro valuation, United will turn their attention to 24-year-old Eintracht Frankfurt and France forward Randal Kolomuani. I think Kolomuani is a better player, in my opinion, but hey, because he's a black player, he will come cheap. Marcel has said to hold talks with Chelsea about Pierre-Emerick Rotten Fish Aubameyang having agreed a 3-year deal with the 34-year-old Gabon striker. He will not score a goal there. He will just go there and be smiling, Momo smiling on the bench, and you people just be paying him salary. Liability is what you're buying. Marcel, you don't know what you're doing. Take advice from me. Chelsea want more than 40 million for 23-year-old England midfielder Conan, average player Gallagher, that the media is trying to tell us that is the next Paul Gascoigne. West Ham came to sign him as well. So West Ham have collected some money from Arsenal. I don't pity them. Go and collect your money from them, Chelsea. Let the money rotate in London. It's very, very important. Keep it in the family. Bayern Munich are willing to sell 28-year-old German midfielder Joshua Kimmich. Oh my God, Arsenal. You should go for him. Oh. That Joshua Kimmich does have something in him. Oh. Manchester United Brazil defender Alex Telles, 30. This guy, I can swear, he's not from Brazil. He's from somewhere in Lagos Island. They just use Brazil. You know all those Lagos Island people that have all those names: Santos, Dos Santos, Hernandez, Fernandez, this guy is from one of that place. One of those is wanted there in that Lagos Island. He is not from Brazil. You don't have any Brazilian thing in him. You just have some scatter Jericho hair. You think that he's a Brazilian. Nah. If you check his DNA properly, he's one of those Lagos Island people. Yes, Lagos Island people get angry. I don't care. But it's this one. This, you know, as Yoruba people be saying Tele. That's their name. That's their name. Alex Tele. They just change it to Alex Telles, and everybody saying he's a Brazilian. He is not a Brazilian. This guy cannot be a Brazilian. No way. Brazilian what? Is that a Brazilian people? What's all this nonsense? Everybody Brazilian. So they bring friend with the shock that says in Brazilian. Is that a Brazilian people? I beg, let them leave it. Manchester United Brazil defender Alex Telles is close to move to Saudi Arabia club. You see, they are all going aside. Okay, Brazilians, they will dominate that place very soon. They will become the extension of Brazilian league. Tottenham are in touch with Napoli over selling 27-year-old Argentine midfielder Giovanni Lo Celso. Okay, let's see if that one will work. Liverpool have widened the age profile of transfer target to replace 29-year-old Brazil defensive midfielder Fabinho, who is set to join Saudi club Al Ittihad for 40 million. Well, Fulham's 38-year-old Portugal midfielder João Paulinho is a possibility as well. Atletico de Madrid 23-year-old Portugal forward João Felix, who had a loan spell at Chelsea last season, says it has always been my dream to play for FC Barcelona. Shout out there. Nobody is bringing you to Barcelona. I don't want many people to come and play in Barcelona. I think that he is a tortoise club. It's not a tortoise club. That's a Ferrari club. Don't go and bring your tortoise and centipede and millipede skill into that club. Rubbish. Gremio's 36-year-old Uruguayan striker Baba Baita, fighter, scandal lover Luis the Great Suarez is close to joining former Barcelona teammate Lionel Messi at the helm at Inter Miami. Let's go, Baita. Yeah. Finally, on the transfer gist, you have Luton Town as set to sign Zimbabwe. They just put it for our group of qualifiers. They want to sign Zimbabwean midfielder Marvelous Nakamba. Your name is awesome. This one is marvelous. Marvelous Benji. Where is that guy? Hey. But then again, so that that's really, hey, Marvelous Benji is not going to play in Luton Town. By the way, Luton Town have not upgraded their stadium to meet the Premier League standard. They are begging the Premier League to say, their first match of the season is away. They are begging that the second game of the season that's supposed to be home should be moved forward. But the Premier League is saying, Umbano, you came here, you would play. And if you do not meet our standard, we will sanction you. So they are working overtime. And if you live in the UK right now, that Westbury area, you know that it's a very windy time in the UK. If you live in the UK, right, it's summer, right? It's windy. So that 20,000 pounds crane every day per day, 20,000 pounds crane. It cannot work when it's windy. So you have to, wait. So it's delaying work. Some of the work is ahead of time, but some of the work as behind time schedule because of the wings. The Premier League starts in about 4 weeks or so. So we're going to keep our fingers crossed and see how that one goes. But the Premier League, I'm thinking they should have allowed them to play a few games away from them. You guys are investing 11 million in a stadium that they will not use for more than 3 years. Because the idea is that if Luton Town stays in the Premier League for more than 2-3 seasons, they would have to move to another ground. Even if they get relegated, they will have the parachute money, they would move to another ground, they will develop another stadium. But I am saying that Luton Town is one of my candidates to go on relegation. That one is for sure. Because they don't have any commercial viability. But I know that because of the development that will come to that region, that area, that street, Westbury, they would stay in the Premier League. They might stay in the Premier League, but they're my candidate. They might escape it, but they're my candidate to go on relegation because that house right now is like Fuji House of Commotion. They cannot smell what the Rock is cooking. What the Premier League is cooking right now, it's not easy. There are many teams that are fighting for the top 4, and because of that fight, people like they loot it and they go donate points. They will collect from Curtis. All the top team in the Premier League are like Curtis right now. So let's come to Instagram and start mascafoming all the things that are here. You guys that are there, be putting your comment. I am coming from Instagram. I'll go to YouTube. I tell you the truth. Verily, verily, I say unto you, today that shall be with me in paradise. Okay. And no more bees, my guy. He said, I don't cook late for work today. Make I use the show, enter groove. Oh boy. Not late to work now, not the good bosses are paranoid. He said, thanks for the lovely introduction. Many people are literally walking kegs of gunpowder. And they tell you, my brother, they are ready to explode. And the things if you just said somebody say, good morning, sir, if you slap yourself. What is good about it? Are you crazy? Hey, I'm thinking that this morning I was thinking, normally by this time of the month, the salary for the people who have to pay salary already, right now, nothing to. I will come to you. People will have to dash me money. I need to do giveaway. All my diaspora people before this radio. This radio will shut down if I don't. Maybe I just carry my motor. They go do Uber. They go do along. Ajalakwe. I don't know anything. If I don't get for, I'll keep myself for 710 naira per liter. I beg you. Precious MNK001 is saying good morning. All this is my internship. When I go to inside bus, now they conduct. When I do conductor very soon. I'll buy one Korope bus now, and I do my conductor. Female conductor, yes, very experience. It's a mass communication. You're communicating to the mass people, masses. It's mass communication. You communicate to them. Ajalakwe. Kayolodo. Wale pali change yo. Oh, what is city? Lagos is just cruise. You like Lagos?
Yeah.
You are born and raised here, right?
No.
Where were you born?
I was born in Port Harcourt.
Oh, my city. Up. Port Harcourt, I caught this town now. Port Harcourt will be Ghana City again. Even the former governor that caught this. Everybody from Port Harcourt. Everybody from Port Harcourt increase. I tell you. Where were you born? You were born here. You're born here. Yeah. Just down the road. Where were you born?
Funny enough, I was born in that Maryland side. It's
mainland. Okay, no problem.
We moved here, I think, when I was 6.
Okay, no problem. It's all in the Lagos people. Me, I was born in Benin, raised in the UK, grew up in Warri. We're still pushing it. I'm a citizen of the world. That's all I know. Okay, Princess MNK001. I said, good morning, boss. Is it true that corn people are buying fuel at 196 naira per liter while others are buying at 620? Carry corn for her, may you go follow the buyer Otondo. Ask me a question for my show. That's it. 2310. He say Kai will still ball for Arsenal. Make una no worry. The one winning the ball, so no good. I trust. You know why I like Arteta. Arteta know the shame to throw you for bush. Go and ask people. In they pretend. The loyalty no reach on those one. Arteta go to send and go where they go just now. That is nonsense behavior. That to say, the Nemanja Vidic was an underrated centre back. Now the people who knows Harry Ball now underrated. That guy was a very good player. Oluyemi is a lovely jersey you got on, sir. Thank you very much. But I must confess, sir, I hate our new away jersey. It will grow on you. Who inspired Adidas on that nonsense? I think that is the best of all the jerseys that they've done. Is the best. That's the one I like the most. It will grow on you. Relax. Now, so all of I hate the Super Eagles 2018 World Cup jersey until what's it called? Nike sold millions of it and made $328 million out of the jersey. But I realized that the thing one I hate now that people love that jersey is fine. You people just you are reacting because a few of the fans in the UK, all those Agberu for UK, they're not influencing. We raise you better than that. Yeah, yes, we raise you better than that. You are bourgeoisie girl that we raise and cultured you. Don't be following Agberu in the UK. Don't let the struggle of UK squeeze Agberu out of you now. You are a bourgeoisie, you are a poised, cultured girl. Perfume brought up, not Agberu people. Don't follow that. I just is a very fine jersey. I saw the ranting about it just as like they book more than I did. Do people have sense at all? You have trained properly, you have manners, you see, fine design. The thing is, people are used to stereotype, they just used to a particular thing, and this is what they expected, and it didn't come, so they're getting angry. That 23 they say it's of the 24 hours in a day, use 24 hours to fear women who they can make or mar any man. Okay, we're still talking about that one. But yeah, I really truly feel for Benjamin Mendy, but Big Uncle E, it's a general rule of thumb. Show me a person who lacks control and indiscipline, and I bet that's what will be their downfall. No. I used to believe that rule of thumb, but you see, the rule of thumb, I don't cut the thumb. That rule of thumb is not the work. You see, the thing about destruction is it can come upon anybody. And some people will lack control and not be destroyed. Solomon lacked control. He was not destroyed. He was dead. The thing is, time and chance happen to everybody. Some people are just prey. And you can't live your life trying to be, too cautious. I don't believe in, try to be too cautious about life, because you end up not living. And then old age is a place for only two things. It's a place where you are happy, you celebrate your achievement, your legacy, or you regret all of the things you didn't do. And being a black man in a white man's world, I mean, you live there right now, so you would understand. You are obviously going to be targeted, whether you do right or not. But you see, a happy person is a happy person. There is Evra, there is Benjamin. There are very few of them that are still remaining in the sports, because the sports have now turned almost everybody in the game into zombies. There was a time where football was very, very exciting and beautiful. Today, football is ugly. Football is mechanical. Football is stereotypical, monotonous, and you can all those names, very predictable as well. But then when you see happy people in the sports, people just have you not realized that people today just get sad when they see you happy? The other day, I've had many people call me to say, why would you go and be saying you are the best sports analyst ever in the world, football analyst ever in the world? That is pride. Humble yourself before God bring you down. Hello, God doesn't play fucking football. So I don't care what you think, but if God, this whole thing that is happening in the world, and God is spending his time to listen to me say I'm the best football analyst in the world, God is jobless, man. Ukraine is burning. The global climate is turning upside down. South Africa have not seen snow. Johannesburg have not seen snow in a decade. There's snow in Johannesburg. And God is busy listening to just my show. He got no job, man. He's got no job. So sometimes people use these things to use you as a target. I've seen people reach out to me and say things like, no, you shouldn't be saying this thing that you're saying. Even if you're good, don't be saying, let other people say, but hey, Muhammad Ali said he was the greatest and you love him. Floyd Mayweather said he's the best of them all, and you people love him. Mike Tyson said, I'm the baddest guy. You people love him. Oh, okay, you have a problem with it coming from a Nigeria, right? You want a Nigerian to always say. So I think that I won't say because he was a happy guy, he was an excited guy, then that means he should be victimized. Because what you were saying with that comment, you are not excusing the women. This conversation should be tied towards the women who victimize, who target people like this and say they want to. I mean, go get a job. Go get a job. Stop trying to take people's money and using it. Because what these women are actually doing is, the next time somebody, this is not the first time they say Greenwood, the case was dropped. Lingard one time the case was dropped. This one the case it's not like they settle out of court. So try and understand. Settle out of court is like, okay, like say you do one, but I don't want to fight for court. So yeah, I pay you money, make shut up. This is the case was dropped. No contest, and then there are evidence that this thing was orchestrated, was premeditated, was planned, right? Now, a time is going to come when a real rape would happen, and you go and report it. They say, I mean, forget it. That's how they behave. All these girls, that's how they behave. You know, the Me Too movement. I said it that one time it will come where it become a problem, and that's exactly what we're not saying. Oloyam says, sir, we know a certain area in this same Nigeria where women are the boss, and the men are a bunch of lazy ass. I don't know any area like that. I don't know any area like that. Maybe you will educate me where that certain area is, what part of Nigeria it is. I don't know. Daily men, I know I've traveled around the whole country, but I don't know anywhere like that. Yeah. We grow up hearing stories. Let me even give you a story. I grew up hearing stories that Urugu men are lazy. They sit at home and their wife go and bring food. And I try to educate people that, listen, if this thing you're saying is true, how come we have shift Esiso, shift Dafinon, shift Dewo, Okote? We have all these Urugu men who built empire. All of the Warri Urugu empire were built by men. Where are all the strong women that you're talking about? I don't get to see them. All of the estates are owned by Urugu men, and you say they are sitting down lazy. I don't buy into that narrative, because people just conclude out of maybe seeing they live in one small shanty area where 5 people live in, and they see some men. You know how people will use. When I was growing up, let me tell you one thing. When I was growing up, they used to say that Yoruba women are very dirty, they are very lazy, blah blah blah. Yapati. That's how they used to call it when I was growing up, right? When I told my mom in 2004 that I can't live in this town anymore, because if I live in this town longer than this, I might commit suicide. I might kill somebody or commit suicide. I'm going to leave. And she asked me what I'm going to. I like, oh, don't go down. In Lagos, in women, in this, mama. I've lived here. This is my 20th year in Lagos. Nothing resemble all those conversations. Before I went to Brazil, the media said that Brazil have very high level of crime, sicknesses, viruses, diseases. Brazil is one of the finest places that I've been to. Sao Paulo alone have more skyscrapers than the whole 54 countries in Africa. Yes. So sometimes don't bank on what people told you. Experience those places for yourself. Okay. Daily men, I say everything they Bible. People need they follow stories for Bible. See Delilah mandate on top Samson. Potiphar wife, one man Joseph. No use your head with women. In fact, men should learn discipline. Even when you're disciplined, you will see go jail. Joseph not disciplined, he not end up in jail, because he at the end of the day God bring him out. What would have ended up with him if to say Pharaoh don't drink? Okay, so you can be still be disciplined and things will still go on. Learn from Andy. Only say I say amen to this your prayer, Uncle E. Thank you very much. Big Myro is in the building. Our street guy with abandon us, finest actor in the Niger Delta region. Kuchi Ketan is a good morning, Elder. I'm not Elder, that's Chidozie Okoroji. Don't confuse me for Chidozie Okoroji. You resemble the poor way no fit breed. Oh, I resemble poor pass you, sir. From so he said, you not resemble the poor way no fit breed. Oh, I resemble poor pass you, sir. From your neck, you did breathe well. Okay, very soon. See, after this show, I must come to your DM. I must chat you up. You can never stress you. I look, I pity. I won't stress you. I'm gonna stress you now. You will say, only you have said Pochettino village people, they're not come hard for him matter. I didn't tell you this guy everywhere good, and that time they need the same players. Only you have said because even me felt this was his chance to at least win a trophy, no matter what seems is built for teams like Spurs and mid-table. That's they say not gonna win any title. Sure, you don't get shifted to title self. Not confirmed any title in football. But you know, yes, say Boss Mingo, the addition of Kudus to Arsenal would make Saka sit up if he just Saka must sit up before. Is he sitting down? Which boy you want to make a play game pass while you play? So I beg you, gonna come down. He go add value, not say sit up. He's playing well. Olale Benga says not be Juju be that. I don't know what you mean by that anyway. Okay, Maguire to Chelsea maybe. Dante 23 and he said May Maguire never happen to Chelsea. We struggled to score last season. Make we come the score ourselves. Not be juju be that. I think so. Only I say, as the current best team in London, I say amen to Maguire happening to Chelsea. Ah, Jesus Christ. Daily Man, I say make una come carry Maguire back Chelsea. Na so Shores Pablo wants say God forbid bad thing. Allah my jail. Help me sing it louder. Allah my jail. Allah my jail. Allah my jail. Yes, now we're going with this one now. Why are you smiling? Why are you looking at me like that? This guy is looking like I'm offending. I'm gonna say I'm face. I see me keep my face. Like I'm not offending you. Is it sure offending you? So why are you reacting like you? Like, oh, it's not, it's too ras. I'm too ras, right?
No, it's just it's funny, like what I'm hearing from the comments and everything.
Oh, the comment. When you do your face like, ooh, like you see shit when I don't flush the toilet. See, listen, find your happiness. You know the another person's hand. I'm finding my own happiness. When I'm done, anybody will not like the show. Now business. It don't concern me. The fact that I do my show and I'm happy, I'm even adding extra 30 minutes to it, I'm okay. Everything is there for Bible. These two shall pass. Abba shall not do pass like this. He pass. Idiagbo was whipping people all over Nigeria, kick against indiscipline. Now that time they born Kai Avad Mama. Like I have at Mako Bomb Kai, they call him a Kai, kick against the discipline. Hey, easy pass. All this one, let the poor breathe and kill the poor. Ego pass. The Nebuchadnezzar do pass like this now. Easy pass. King Herod, he do pass like this. They kiss small children here. Easy pass. You can see all that Tinubu they go pass. Nigeria go see me Nigeria. Yeah, you never say anything. Dante say at Oloyes, may your calf will finish on Tottenham Bridge. That you see God there. You see that is God there, the answer to prayer. Person way there for London. Oh, now you dey cost. When you supposed make friend with her, make it send you pounds. They send you 50 pounds. They give 50 pounds now. Your life go, your destiny go change. This girl where they live comfortable life for UK. Now you dey swear for say make a car stop on Tottenham Bridge. Okay, because of Harry Maguire, which Chelsea say they won't buy. Hey, let me say, I don't get car, uncle. Wait the day for Tottenham. She lives in a country where you don't need to buy car. Country that their prime minister they would enter train. Hey, the limit say, say tell us now, Ikorodu Brazilian. It's a fool. That is Oluyas. May the boss you use run out of well on Tottenham Bridge. Yeah, you are not educated. Father, forgive them for they don't know what they do. Oh, on social media. Oluyas, Uncle E, it's better is linked to Europalona than my darling Arsenal. I was seeing him linked to Apexa. We too don't want to know. It shouldn't come. Jean Felix cannot come to Arsenal. That one is for sure. It's not going to come to Arsenal. Oluyem say, I know the enter boss. You don't know, the guy don't know you. Franca, you don't know me now. Samson, you don't know nothing. The Limana say, that Jean Felix is now pure fraud. They just overpaid for that dude. He doesn't even know how to be consistent at all. They always tell people, saying them, goody, say, he sabi play, just the play. I remember when Atletico Madrid bought him for 130 million. First off, I was shocked because Atletico Madrid are not used to buying player for that price. And I said, this guy is the worst transfer in history, worse than even Nicolas Pepe. People said, I don't know what I was saying. Well, I'm still waiting. I'm still in love with you, boy. I'm going to kill you that too, but this suits studio. I don't know anything. That in 2310, he said, make them move them, come London Stadium, Jerry. No, let them go. London. Is it close? Are they close to London Stadium? Westbury, London Stadium. There are a few clubs that are close to them that they can share grounds with anyway. No. I don't make mistake. Oluyemi, Luton and they're not close to London Stadium. That's so far. Only as a party, met in Greenwood. Okay, they can't all the people that are accused of rape. Yes, they accused party too. That one too, nine lifestyle. See, they want to target you, they go target you. Only you say hello to the ladies in the studio, which are this experience you guys are having now. You have yours now, didn't you? You had yours too. Okay, but you worked with people who really were not giving you the chance. Daily man, what you will do now? Give people a chance. So, but I think the girl in the studio naturally has that look. She smiles throughout and blushes to our comment. You don't know Ariso just now. Hey, please don't slide into our DM. Oh. Now, children, then be oh. Don't be a pedophile. Oh. Hey. Don't use Ogbolo to slide into their DM. Oh. I beg you, make you hear me. Well, this is small children for my studio. Oh. Okay, the man said, I did tell you those girls are lucky because me for that studio or more una for yera. See, that guy is a bad person. One of the person you people should not go close to. One of them is that one that just sent that message now. Beware of anybody whose name is Daily Manna. Okay, a manna or manna, daily manna, all those daily manna. Beware of them. They come in the disguise of the word of God and they come to rob, to steal, and to destroy. Stay away from them. Let's go to YouTube. Hey, my YouTube people, how you doing today? What's up? What's going on? Let's have some fun with your comment. We've done with the sporting news. Now let's see. Yes, Stamina Emmanuel, aka Emmanuel Ayan Kochila in South Africa. What's up with your snow in Joburg? He said, "Good morning, everyone." And Elevated TV Radio. Thank you very much. He heard you are precious. Says, "Good morning, boss. I'm falling off the edge." Oh God. Please, don't fall off the edge. Don't fall off the edge. It's not easy, but let's manage. Let's stay. Let's hold tight. Hold somebody. Even if you don't tell them, say you love them, say just hold somebody. Yeah, put your hands together. And you're crazy. When I'm supposed to pay me, I'm supposed to give me table size money for this, making people happy this morning. Okay, even in this hardship, in this shit that we're going through, the Bala Blues finally happening to us. We are lacking understanding. You see that guy that was praying in one video? I don't know if you guys have seen that video. It was on my status. Father God, burn me 2,000 from my money in heaven, my billions in heaven. I need 2,000. This money is not good. Just give me 2,000. Have you seen that video? You've not seen it? Okay. Yeah, you know my status. I don't have your numbers, you don't have my numbers. So it's good like that. Because I don't go to my status. My status is not, it's not for the faint heart. My status is not for the faint heart. If your heart is faint, don't come to my status. My status, you will see things. And they pity all the pastors who in my contact me because they keep, you're a child of God, you should not be posting this. I say, oh, God is check my status too. This is my God, no get work. For fun, why they cash? And the cash cruise, say God will be happy. Yeah, everything they make God is sad. All these men of God, everything I sad. God made it happy. Then they laugh. Something they make her laugh. Only he create the yash, finish. I post the yash. You say God not happy. Who create the yash? Wow. Hey, Daily man, I said this man don't go mosquito. Don't go mosquito. Misquote my message. I meant that Oluyens was what was Oluyens was saying that. If I had an opportunity to also be before you in the show, the viewers for no, but that's not what you said now. So now when you talk, I did talk you are a bad guy. You're a bad guy. You're a very, very bad guy. Stamina man say that's so true, my man, on this edge issue. We all need to look for a way to balance things in the present situation now. In the spirit of balance, send me some rand. Baba, send me some rand. Is that how you people say it in South Africa? Baba, send me some rand. Kulum. That is very, very tough right now. Okay, so SYD said people diverse, so mind your business. And he went on to say, it's impacting them, or them no go tell you. And they tell you, even the people with are abroad, they affect them. Because when you live abroad, you live to pay bills like every day. At least on Nigeria, if you owe your landlord, you go see push her forward. in the abroad. In the ghetto, life is not easy for we. You don't know that song. This is the time to sing that song. Michael later, this man is being inconsistent so much, but let's just take it like that. It's a lot of people's business. A lot of small business have closed up while some are on the verge of taking that route. Interest rate keeps increasing, so those who took loans will have to pay more. The struggle is real. I did tell you, bro. This morning I wasn't feeling like doing my oh. I was like, why do I put on the gym? Because if that for a rundown, I don't think I have for. Why don't I just keep it for to produce the content I'm producing? And then my producer is not around. I had to go sort something out in the bank, and I just feel like this light is just wasting away because I'm doing the show and it's editing, so there's a balance, and I don't know where the next money is gonna come from to buy fuel. Yeah, I was crying that I was buying 25 liter for 15,000 naira. Nah, it's about 21,000 naira for 50. Oh, Lord of God. My car fuel, they show red lights for the very first time in history. Since I was 19 that I started, that buying cars. The first time my car is showing lights, fuel lights. First time ever. To tell you how hard it has been. Eze Patrick, you say, that guy is a Cameroonian comedian. He's crying his content to, okay, so somebody don't they partially blind, you say a comedian. That's all that they do. In a joke. Now they take let me not talk the other part. Here's a Patrick. He said Liverpool would be the ones with the worst transfer window if they let Fabinho and Anderson go and not get quality replacement in. Really? You got Zoboslai, you got McAllister, and you say the worst. What has Chelsea got? What God got Chelsea? What has Chelsea got? What got Chelsea? God has not got even Chelsea right now. Nothing has got Chelsea. You know how they tell you in church, God's got your back. Right now, God said, I should tell you if you're Chelsea fan, God has not got you. I'm not in there. I didn't day. God said to me to tell you, I didn't. If he didn't day, he didn't day. In the voice of Wiki, what's that thing that Wiki used to say? Let's move on. Let's move on the show. There's a Patrick, be like, I go Instagram, go see this. Hey, beautiful. Oh, I shall kill you there. East Studio is a village. Okay, yeah. Let me say, Mandy was so humbled. Fear women, all his highness dropped, all his spirits, everything. When he come and say, when I went through the tunnel and the torture of women, I gave my life to God. Alhamdulillah. He didn't say anything. Hey, Ikediagbe Herbert says, good morning, boss. Do you see the Super Falcons under Vodrum and the Wonderum to pull a surprise? Osime, would you advise him to stay a season with Napoli? You are doing well, keep it up. No, I will be doing well if you send me money for fuel. If you're not sending money for fuel, I am not doing well. This is not Mr. Macaroni. For the Falcons, I think that the players are. I've spoken to some of the players. I think that the players are excited. And then again, historically, Nigeria always do well when we go to a championship under a cloud, under a storm. I'm always worried if we do, we prepare well and go to a tournament, we're going to fail. When we went to the Olympic in '96, that's one of the worst preparation we ever had. We're fighting till the first game was played. Go and read some of the listeners' book and you will see all that details there. But we won the gold. When we went to 2016 or in 2008, it was terrible preparation. We won the silver. In 2016, I was in the middle of it from the beginning to the end. I helped raise all the money that team used to qualify to camp, go to USA, help get Delta Airline to get the team to fly to Sao Paulo and play the games that they played. We came back with a bronze medal. My point here is history. Look at 2013 Nations Cup. No preparation had been worse than that. And the coach, they were fighting the coach even in the middle of the tournament. We won the gold. Again, we might be excited that Clement Vesterhoff won the Nations Cup in 1994, but he was fighting the battle of his life. Have you guys ever asked yourself, Clement Vesterhoff says the best coach. How did he go to the World Cup in USA? We got to round of 16, voted fifth best team in the world, and the coach did not come back, and he did not renew his contract. There must be something wrong. Again, so I don't know what happened in 1980, so I can't speak to that. I've not read anything about it. I can't speak to it. And funny enough, I've not interviewed anybody from that school. Okay, so I really can't speak to that. But all of the rest, that's how we have succeeded. I think that the same thing might just happen here. These players, some of them know that it's the last World Cup, some of them know that it's the last shout at the national team. If they fail, this team will be disbanded and we'll start afresh. New set of coaches, new set of players, blah, 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 blah. So I think Canada, you got something coming your way. You will smell the wrath of these women on your neck. You will not breathe. You will not. Nigeria Falcons, Super Falcons will not let you breathe. Okay? In Australia, kangaroo will boss you. That's what I think anyway. That's my thought. Let me say, even me, okay, talking about Victor Osimhen, I think that Victor Osimhen is a Napoli player. Let's not forget that. We get excited, we wanted him to go on this transfer, but if the clubs are not coming, because transfer to happen, one, a club must be willing to pay the asking price. And then again, the selling club must be willing to sell. If they are not, there's nothing the player can do. Victor Osimhen cannot, is not in a position to even go on strike, because if he does that, it destroys his career and his legacy completely. You can't. It's not a player that have legacies in other places and you say, okay, let him do it. And then probably it's almost also towards the end of his career. This is the very beginning of his career. He cannot try it at all. So Victor Osimhen is playing the card the right way. He's being professional. He's doing the right thing, and I like that about him. But will he move? I don't know. Transfer window is still over 40 days from now, so we will see how it goes. Lord Mayor, he said, even me, the experience when I don't get about women, I know fit talk accuse me, the police station where you never visit, I sleep there. Wow. I wouldn't lie. The worst experience I've had with a woman is my mother giving me this car. Women have not been bad to me. I've been broken, my heart has been broken once or twice. That's a normal thing. It's a normal thing in my life. All those accusations, police. My life has been different anyway. I've just realized, I was talking to somebody the other day, that my life has been different. All those people my age will tell you that police all slapped them many times. Police have never raised their hand on me, never. They stopped me on a regular basis when I used to work in Brilla. They stopped me. Now I have dreadlocks, so I'm a prime target. They stopped me. I speak English and they stop. I know that is a trick for police. Also speak English, and you behave yourself. They stop you, stop. Smile, don't frown face, so don't give them attitude. They go shoot you. Smile, greet them. Hey, officer, first look at the policeman, just get his name. Greet him by name. That disarms every policeman. It's a strategy that works. And then ask them how you be. Even if he's been aggressive, I greet you first. Who will first greet? Forget, I will show you paper. I get my papers there. But make sure you drive car with paper correct. Where am I hearing that from? Oh, okay. I know where it's coming from. So whether you like it or not, be nice. Police will let you go. And then, my trump card, I'm a press man. Police don't like that at all. But just be nice to a policeman. Again, consider how much they earn. A policeman, no the verses. Before I don't call police on the verse. Because once you're a policeman, it means that your children have no future. There's no hope for your children because of the kind of salary they get paid. Let's not talk about police salary. If I will cry now. So it's different. Lord Mayor say, my problem is, what are the punishment for the accusers, the women? In this Mendy case, absolutely nothing. Well, Mendy have to now decide whether he want to press charges now. The police court not going to do anything now. The lawyer will say, finally, you're here. You're not going to drop comments after the show today. He says, so all these rape accusations are just ways to cash out in short. Yes, now. People are finding ways to get money without working. As Patrick say, Ogala Daboso and Bros Oluka Amade don't collect stray bullets. No, just example, simile, analogy, relativity. Let me say, Chelsea, they replaced Fofana with Maguire from yesterday report. The Olariwaju just said maybe that's Poch's style of finding his way into the Guinness Book of Record. That's no transfer at all. Okay, good. Here's a Patrick say, maximum is never fit. Good player, but can you stay fit? I don't know. But the replacement, is that the right kind of replacements? Moses Toby, he said, God forbid Maguire. Chelsea is after my life. Oh, is it Chelsea that's after your life, or is Agbado that's after your life? Okay, you are one of those who voted Agbado. Agbado, you are part of the people that are buying fuel for free. Okay, the other one say, how has Chelsea gone from Enzo, Mikhailo, Ogbori? Yoruba man that they speak one pidgin English doesn't matter, not strong, and he likes to brother Maggie. People on this my comment section are evil. Well, like now Maggie is spelled Maggy, brother Maggie. Let me say, West Ham Emerson is a better player than Alex Tele. All right, let's go on. Michael Elita, he said Allan Saint-Maximin is a terrific winger on his day. Once they use that comment for you, know that you're a bad player. But with poor end product, he is also injury prone. Harvey Barnes have a better end product and less injury prone. He would be a good squad player, right? I agree that explanation solves the problem. Okay, let me say, Boss E, will you say Joao Felix is overrated player or player that was mismanaged by Diego Simeone is overrated? Overrated, highly overrated, sold by an agent that is a crook. Peter Orupe, my brother, where have you been? I was almost thinking that you're not going to be here today. I know that the time difference is affecting, but I just like your name, Orupe. Well, like I say I will come here and raise offering today. Those of you in the diaspora, send us money because tomorrow this show not go hold. There's no fuel, there's no data, there's no power. Our government is on our neck. We cannot breathe. We cannot. It's our button, the last button to show that they are on our neck. They want to kill us. There's social media, SM media sources, the Scan and Sky Sports don't talk seriously. Maguire news, not just for laughs. Okay, we go rather promote on that 23 defender. I suspect this your bright mood today, bros. The mood no bright. All things bright are beautiful, all creations great and small, all things wise and wonderful. The Lord God made them all. I don't get the name. The other one say, why do players always say these things? I have been a fan since day, or I have always wanted to play for so club, or I promised my late grandma that I will play for so team. Like Felix. Like Mohammed, the guy is paranoid, he's angry. Okay, here's a Patrick say, God no go grill, our radio go thrive, but things don't the tough. Amen. I like that prayer. Thank you very much for that. Lord Mayor say, boss, what is your ideal ST or SCN for Arsenal if they want to get it? I don't know. I'm not the coach of the team. In these days, I learned to mind my business. This place is my business. Center forward. A striker, I think, there's a part of me that wants to give Folarin Balogun a chance, to be fair. But then again, if anybody is nice enough to bring 50 million, they should collect it and go and get that Thuram son. I think that boy is a good striker. I think so Arsenal does not have a battle ram, a ram striker that you just go there and fight. The way Newcastle have this Isaac, the Swedish guy. Arsenal doesn't have anybody like that. Arsenal have short foot players that can do short passes and all that. And then we're missing out on some high range crosses, people who would trouble defenders, who will give defenders problems. So we need a battle ram up front. So any of those kind of player is Zlatan kind of big player, big center forward. Arsenal need one. It's not like he's going to play every game, but it's just going to be at the end of some of the crosses. If you notice, Arsenal scored the least number of corner kick. Arsenal scored the least number of dead ball crosses into the 18-yard box. So Arsenal need one like that, and there are quite a few of them. But since we couldn't get maybe my preferred choices because they are too expensive, like the Haaland of this world and the rest, I think they should go for that Thuram guy. Or Kolomwani himself. I think I like Kolomwani because he comes from both midfield and he can also meet the ball at the end of the day. So that's a very good choice. Again, Musa Diaby is a player that I've always loved at Leverkusen. Should be a player that they should bring in. I don't think that's not need another center midfielder. I think that with Odegaard And then you have Emilio Smith, or whatever his name is, ESR, would do a lot of job in that midfield. We're not going to play and win the Champions League. Arsenal's target should be to win the Premier League. I think Arsenal has got a squad that can win the Premier League. If they can usurp Chelsea and buy Caicedo, if they sell the players that they need to sell fast, I think that just might happen. But you never know. Lord Mayor say, Man U club now, let the poor breathe. Okay. Lord Mayor also went on to say, Joshua Kimmich na baller o, if buy are serious to sell him, he go be hot cake for transfer market. But do you rate Frankie de Jong? Frankie de Jong is a good player. He's just haven't find the right environment to play his football. The Larry wants to say, I hope these ladies are also made to face the music after lying on those innocent people. Then you need to bring charges on them. If you don't, well, the law is funny, I don't know what the law does, but it's just funny. The Larry wants to say, I have also heard that Yoruba men are dependent on their wives and parents. If you live in Yoruba land, you know that that's a lie. The highest amount of educated men in Nigeria, Yoruba men. The highest amount of professors in Nigeria, Yoruba men. The companies, the biggest companies in Nigeria, owned by Yoruba people. So how are they dependent? You see, these people create narrative that does not tally with reality. I've had all those talk before. Different regions, they tell you, people just want to talk. And sometimes the people that are talking, they never even travel. They don't know anything. They just hear gossip on the roadside and they say the things they want to say. There's a Patrick, he says, why are people saying it's not looking good for Toby and Muso Abego? Okay. The Lord said those people saying this also work in the same company where there are many Yoruba guys married with children taking care of their family. I did tell you, my brother. I did tell you. And some of them they work under Yoruba person. Some of them, but they will tell you all those stupid stories just because they hear it from somebody. Something you not use your sense. Lookman Adebayo, he said, I so much love to this show. Thank you very much. Asa Patrick, he said, this country, we need to define the new age for children. For me, once you are above 16 in Nigeria, you are not children again. A lie. That is a lie. If you are 16, you are still a child. You're still somebody's child. As a matter of fact, if my mom was to still be alive, I am 45 going to be 46 in December, my mom will still see me as a child. Don't take away people's dream, the beauty of what being somebody's child is because say you they suffer. No. Because say you be breadwinner at the age of 9. Don't turn everybody to be breadwinners. There are still people who are their parents' children. Please, Joe, who are Eze Patrick. What I say? How did they say? I beg in Igbo language again. Bikonu. Please, don't spoil people's innocence. A 16-year-old person is a child. If you sleep with a 16-year-old girl, you are a pedophile. You will go to jail for 21 years, if not 32. So just know, don't come on my platform. Don't preach the thing that is not good. Okay, let's go to Germanov Valentine. Every time I see this name, my mind just goes straight to Russia. I don't know why. It just happens. He said, good evening, Elegbete. The sound is breaking. And then Lord Mayor says the voice is fine now. Well, I'm about to go. If it break, it break. If not break, it not break. But let's hear from the beautiful voice of Joy Uchabulu, who's reporting all the way from the camp of Remo. Let's get some updates on Remo Stars. And then after that, I pack my baggages, pack my bags. I'm leaving town. Timida Kolo, you guys have your ticket. So those of you in the diaspora, what you should do for people in Nigeria, in Lagos especially, buy ticket for the Timida Kolo show next month. And me, I know I'm going. I don't know anybody who's going from this office, but I'm going, and I like to do giveaway. So help us to buy tickets so that we can do giveaway. How about that? Well, let's hear from Joy, and then I'll come back and round up. Okay.
had to contest in the recently concluded regular season and playoffs of the 2022-2023 season, where they missed out on the title on the final day on goal difference, and the Niger Super 8 and off-season tourney they lost in the finals on penalties, and will need to quickly get past such setbacks as the CAF Champions League is knocking on the door already. While on break, Ogunmadede will be hoping certain players will make speedy recovery in time for the preliminary stage of the CAF Champions League, starting on August 18th, 2023, and the new MPFL season expected to return later the same month. The players include Issa Ali, Shegun Olalere, Seun Odusi, Lekon Adedayo, and new recruit Achi Naimeka. Ali, Odusi, and Olalere picked up injuries at different stages of last season, while Adedayo and Naimeka became victims during the just concluded pre-season tournament in Lagos. Reporting from the camp of Remo State Football Club, I am Joy Ojabulu.
This is radio like you never heard before. Elegbete.
All right, thank you very much, Joy Ojabulu, for that report from the camp of Remo Stars. Guys, stick with us. We will be giving you regular update from the different teams in the league. We're still putting our reporters together and hoping that eventually we'll get all 20 clubs to go. Eze Patrick showed up from YouTube to Instagram and said to your parents, yes, you are a child, but to the society, you know the children. Criminal mind is at work. Yeah. He said those girls in the studio, not the children, oh, he sure me die. Well, that's the reason why we'll never invite you to the studio to come and see them. You have a criminal mind. Lord Mayor say, is a Patrick now weary? Ajebot children, they do not be Ajepako like you. You don't understand. You don't understand. Well, before I go, let me bring them on board again. Awesome and joy. Has it been for you? What's the experience been like since you started? What has improved? Let's know. What has improved? Let's get a scorecard from you. I like doing self-appraisal. So you do your own self-appraisal. What has improved? Let's start with you.
I will basically say my whole gesture towards this. No, I wasn't really. I was looking forward to it, but not this early. But now I'm actually getting the hang of it, and I'm happy now.
Auntie Joy.
Yeah, I think it's the way I speak. I'm speaking more and speaking out. So I think I was improving.
So one of the things that I learned pretty early when I started media was that pretty much you meet a lot of people because the media job puts you in a place where you meet a lot of people. You're growing up, people, you talk too much, you talk too much, you talk too much, so you don't want to talk. And then you come into media, everybody expects you to talk, and you start wondering if that's the right way to go about it or not. And that shyness, and I've met a whole lot of people, Yika, like a whole lot of people, Chidozie Okoroji, who for me is the most talented person I've ever worked with. But you see, as you grow, there's also that willingness in you. You must be willing to say, I want to improve, because improvement is your responsibility. People can teach you anything they want to teach you. If you don't want to take it in and improve on it and fall in love with what you're doing and then just go with it, then you will not get it yet. But for me, I think that you guys have improved. There's a lot of confidence on the side of Joy and Awesome, and knowing how to research for story, which is the hardest part of this job. A lot of people don't know how to research for story, which story is good, which story is airworthy, and the timing of the day where that story is needed or is not needed, and all that. That's a progress as far as I'm concerned. Thank you very much. Let's do this again tomorrow, guys. Thank you for being there. Thank you for your support. Thank you for subscribing to our channel. For those of you who have not subscribed, do want to subscribe. And then if you like us that much, introduce us to other people, your friends, let them subscribe. If you find what we do here exciting, joyful, impactful, and there's something you learn and you feel like, okay, you want to support us, that's the best way to support us. Help us to get other people to subscribe to our channel. But most of all, we need a turn down offering again. Oh, if we were proud before, our pride, it don't fall like the barricade on Lagos toll gate. We can drive through now with the collect offering now to buy fuel and data. Well, my name is Idafi Mathias, and these two beautiful ladies are Awesome Uche and Joy Bassi. Tomorrow again, we'll be here to entertain you and make you feel a little bit relieved of the knee that is pressing your neck right now from the Agbado. Until then, I remain your very friend and brother. Idafe Matthews, I'm going to come to the Sports. Bye bye.